Yes, there we go. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm just letting people in.
I've got it now, Val.
All right, thank you. Hi, everyone. Come on in. If you are a client of mine and you have sent me something, I will be looking at them. You know, it gets crazy around here. So always leading up to the event, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done. So anyway, that's it. All right. If you would like to do your pitch, raise your hand. If you would like to show me your pitch, raise your hand. Okay, yes, Violetta, come on down.
Hello.
Hello, my darling.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Violetta Migro. I'm currently looking for representation. I played the sweet underdog who's a total badass underneath, and the creepy girl who lives in the haunted house next door. A cross between back in the day Winona Ryder and old school Christina Ricci. Based off my reach out, Jamie Neeson, executive producer of the Umbrella Academy, Gail Berman, Cecilia Lau of Seraphin Casting, Paige Simpson of 21 Laps Entertainment, and Alicia Rogers are aware of me, just to name a few. I'm currently working on a campaign to become part of the Stranger Things universe and writing a dark comedy fantasy show. Russian is my second language. One of my favorite roles has been Laura in The Glass Menagerie. I've auditioned for Nickelodeon, Freeform, and CSI, multiple leads in indie films. Most recently, Zula the Cave Woman, Mary Shelley, and Frank. I could have played Lydia Dietz, Carrie White, Nancy Wheeler. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.
What are the last three names you just gave me?
Lydia Dietz, Carrie White, and Nancy Wheeler.
And those are people that you know?
Those are that Lydia Dietz is in Beetlejuice.
Okay, okay, I don't need that. It's too much.
Okay.
Slow down on, like, I lost you a little bit on the people that you've met. I mean, thank you for taking my note. That was great, and putting that up at front, because that really brings its strength, but like slow down a little bit. And you don't need that last three things. It's just too many names and I'm too confused. Okay, so do it one more time.
Okay.
Breathe.
Hi, I'm Violetta Migro. I'm currently looking for representation. Hi, I'm Violetta Migro. I'm currently looking for representation. I play the sweet underdog who's a total badass underneath, and the creepy girl who lives in the haunted house next door, a cross between back in the day Winona Ryder and old school Christina Ricci. Based off my reach outs, Jamie Neeson, executive producer of the Umbrella Academy, Gail Berman, Cecilia Lau of Seraphin Casting, Paige Simpson of 21 Laps Entertainment, and Alicia Rogers are aware of me, just to name a few. I'm currently working on a campaign to become a part of the Stranger Things universe and writing a dark comedy fantasy show. Russian is my second language. One of my favorite roles has been Laura in The Glass Menagerie. I've auditioned for Nickelodeon, Freeform, and CSI, multiple leads in indie films, most recently Zula the Cave Woman, Mary Shelley, and Anne Frank. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, much better. Okay, so the other thing I want to say for you guys that are pitching on a regular basis and all of that, get a good mic so we can really hear your voice, because you're good, Violetta, you need a good mic.
Okay.
Okay, so I got this one, like, you know, this one here for like under $100. There's ones that you can plug into your computer that you can have right here. I'm sure that you can ask some of our voiceover clients what they would recommend, you know, like Haley, Claire, you know, or Caitlin, Elizabeth might be able to help you. She's on here today. Like, you know, you need a mic because of your voice. And that is what's really cool about your voice, is that it has that uncertainty, which is part of your brand. Right. And so I want to hear it, though. I want to hear you pronounce your words, because and you've got to breathe, and you can take a moment to slow down just a little bit. Okay. Because I mean, you know, really give me the creepy girl that lives in the haunted house next door, because that's how you're going to get cast, right? You're going to get cast as that sort of weird girl, you know, which we talked about, you know, and I think you really understand what you are, and you really are getting the auditions now for the right characters. So now it's time for you, yes, to begin to look for an agent because of your outreaches and what's been happening. And I just want to say this to you again, Violetta, if you don't get one, right, if that doesn't happen this time, remember that we're going to continue. What's more important, and this is for everyone, remember that the most important thing, I know I'm going to sound like a fucking broken record, but like, you need to hear it, is like the most important thing is that you are selling yourself. You have to do that. You have to constantly be looking for acting work. And then the agent comes when it's supposed to come. And so, but, you know, like, look what you've done on your own. That's really amazing. So, you know, just congratulations on that. And I think the next step for you is really, I love your ceiling. I've always loved that. I think that's really cool. I just think if you had a mic, it would define your voice a little bit more. Okay. So, and you don't have to have one by Sunday, but make sure all of you double and triple check your internet, and make sure, you know, that you have light on your face, not behind you. So I see a shadow. Make sure that, you know, you guys, like, if you're looking for an agent, that means that you need to be ready to do self-tapes. If you're looking for an agent and you're not ready to do self-tapes, then you shouldn't be looking for an agent. Right. I mean, because that's all we do now. And so, which is that? So if you want to be in front, I'm pointing over here because that's where my backdrop is for my auditions. So I was like, where is she pointing? I'm pointing to my backdrop, which is there against the wall. So, you know, if you want to have your backdrop, you can. If you just want to be well lit, you can. Like, you know, Regina is in front of her office, which really fits her brand and everything. So I don't have a problem. And also she's going to, like, Gina Hashi is who I'm talking about. And she has that beautiful background going on. And that's great. I think that's great. It goes with her brand. And also she has the credits to let me know that she obviously has a self-tape set up. Right. And so, you know, so just like, be aware of that. Okay. And just and also really be aware of your voice. You know, so that's, yeah. And she said, and Caitlin said, there's tons of ring lights. I have like so many ring lights. We have a ring light on every floor now in this house, right? I have a ring light here, over there. I've got one on the first floor. I've got, let's think they're everywhere. Ring lights, you know, it's so funny. Like a few years ago, we didn't even have ring lights. Now we have like 4 of them. Weird. Okay, good. Thank you, Violetta. Great job. Karen, are you ready to do your pitch for me?
I am ready. Are
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Hi there. My name is Karen Knebel. I play that warm, compassionate mom that's going to serve you a homemade chocolate chip cookie and then criticize all your life choices. I am an avid horseback rider. I ride Western and English, but I prefer Western. I'm a sharpshooter with a pistol and a rifle, and I'm fluent in sign language. I'm looking for a theatrical agent to build a win-win partnership with. I moved to LA on March 20th of 2020. It was the day after the stay-at-home order went into place for COVID. I actually didn't even know there was traffic here for at least 8 months. But even though the timing was bad, I found the right coach. I work with Amy Linden weekly. And in the last year and a half or so, I've booked 12 roles, and I just got a call back for a 13th. So yay. So I'm just looking for somebody to get me in the door so that I can book the roles. Thanks.
Okay, that's perfection. Really good. And I really loved the way, and that's really cool about the sign language. Why are you fluent in sign language?
I was an interpreter in college, actually. I had friends that were deaf, and I became an interpreter, and never, you never lose it, which is great.
No, and it's a great skill set. I mean, it's just really good. Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. I think that's terrific. And I'm really clear. And, we'll get even more clear with as we work, as you work with us, I think you'll get really clear about, remember this, brand is evolution. And so you don't just like put your sign in the window and call it a day, or, allow, like we talked about yesterday. I think I sometimes I get confused if I talked about it here to a client, but I think I was here about how people give you your brand, right? They tell you what you are, and because the clearer you get, like, so my first coach in the business of acting, who I had for off and on from like 1987 till 2003 when I moved to LA. And he helped me find my business of acting coach that I had there as well. I always worked to the business of acting coach, PS. I wrote my first marketing sentence. Valerie Hubbard is a buoyant, ballsy broad who will take you through the fun house. I wrote that in a workshop with him in 1995. Okay. And then it was like a couple of years later that my agents like go, you know who you are? You're a cross between Kathy Bates and Drew Barrymore. And then like literally you guys in 2018, a client said to me, you're an adorable bully. And I was like, the definitions just keep coming, but it starts with you getting clear. It starts with your clarity, because if you are not clear about what you're selling, then they're not going to be clear, and they're not going to give you the time of day to figure you out. Like you don't see someone go out and say, this might be a chocolate cake, or it might be a vanilla cake, or it might be this flavor, it might be that flavor. I'm not sure. What do you think? Would you buy the cake? Fuck no, you wouldn't buy the cake, because when you go to get cake, you're going to get a certain kind of cake that you want to get. Right. And so if someone says that to you, why would you buy it? You wouldn't even waste time with it. Okay, thank you very much. I'm looking for chocolate cake. Right. You don't know what you are. And also this whole thing, like if you don't get anything else from me in this 2 weeks of the challenge, as we come up on the last few days here, is that you guys, you are in control of how people receive you. And whatever you have going on in your acting career right now is what you created to be going on in your acting career right now. It's not because you're too white, or you're too fat, or you're too old, or they're only hiring Black people or brown people, or they, like whatever the fuck thing is that you're saying to yourself. The only reason you're not working as an actor is because you haven't done the work to be working as an actor. Right? And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You were told, just get an agent. That's how you get an acting career, which makes absolutely no sense in the world. It makes no sense in any bit. Like, if you don't believe me, go talk to someone who's $1 million or over business owner and tell them how our business runs. And they will look at you like you have 3 heads. Okay, wait a minute. What? So you pay for your business. It's your business. You're the CEO, right? Yeah. It's 100% owned by you. Yeah. Okay. So you go get someone that's a commission-based salesman, and they're the only person that can sell you. You can't sell yourself. That's the belief. Yes. Well, what? Like literally they look at you like you have 3 heads, because it makes no sense. Right now, it would be completely different if your agent or a manager was paying for everything. Your business coach, your acting coach, your self-tape stuff, your audition coaching, your clothes, your attorney. That's a different story. Your headshots, whatever you have to do. A million things we have to pay for, but they're not. You're paying for that. So all of these decisions are up to you, right? And the bigger you play to the bigger audience, the bigger results you're going to get. If you're playing in an abandoned lot and saying, I'm going to play in Yankee Stadium, I'm playing in Yankee Stadium, but you're not doing anything about playing in Yankee Stadium, you're not going to play in Yankee Stadium, you're just going to play in the abandoned lot. So most of you are playing, and sorry, don't take this the wrong way, so most of you are playing an amateur subpar game. That's why you're not getting what you want. because you think that you can't do that because you didn't go to RADA, you didn't go to Juilliard, you don't have any credits, someone told you weren't a very good actor. I'm like, whatever. Like, whatever is the reason, it's just made up. All the reasons and all of our fear and everything that we have about being a successful actor is just all made up. You don't know. So just go get what you want to get. I mean, just go get it, right? It's helpful when you get support. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have had a business coach my whole fucking career. There are big steps I took because a business coach supported me in taking those steps, like walking into Disney, and things and asking for a series regular role, which I got a recurring. So those things I didn't do by myself. I did them with support. And that's really important, right? So hopefully you've really seen that in the support that you've gotten in the last 2 weeks, just with everyone that's here. And it's very helpful to have a group of people that you can count on that aren't going to tell you what you're not supposed to do. Reese Witherspoon said there's 3 kinds of people that pull you up, people that don't mean anything to you, and people that pull you down. Please focus on the people that pull you up and tell you what you can do, what you should be doing, and congratulate you. And yes, listen and have advice if you need advice, if you're asking for advice. But also, it's your business, you guys. You make the final decision. And that's what I want you to really, really hear. Okay. So some of you guys are going to get meetings. About 30% of you are going to get a meeting after Sunday with an agent. And so make sure, first of all, that you are prepared for after the event. So how could I be prepared for after the event? Well, on Monday, we're going to send you the list of everyone that attended in their emails, if they have allowed us to get that. If they haven't allowed us, you can find it. Trust me. I don't know why they wouldn't allow us. It's easy to find any agent's email. So you're going to email the ones that were in your room a thank you note. And it was nice to meet you, a follow-up. And then you're going to send maybe your pitch video to a couple of ones that were maybe in other rooms that you think you might want to get in front of. Right? So it might be helpful on Saturday if you tape your pitch video for yourself and edit it and get it all ready. I've already told this to all my clients, but I'm telling all of you that you should do that. Most of you won't. That's just honest. And then if you want to go after another list, you can go after another list and go after them. Okay. But here's the thing. Do not spend the rest of the year looking for an agent, or I will slap you if I find out. I'll virtually slap you. You guys, stop looking for a fucking agent. Stop. Go make an honest effort, 1 month out of the year to go look for an agent if you don't have one. Right? And then go back to selling yourself, because that's what you need to be doing always. Okay. So just remember that. I'm giving you stuff, information that is definitely going to help you. I mean, I know that now. I've seen it help a lot of people. So take the action that I talk about. Okay. All right. Thank you, Karen. Laura, hello. Come on down. Would you like to do your pitch for us?
Hola. Yes,
Hola.
I am nervous, please. It's not my first language, and I've been trying to work and follow your directions. Again, thank you, and thank you, everybody. And
Okay.
Here we go. Hola. Hi, agents. I am Laura Radinsky. I am from Costa Rica, where I did a career as an entertainment journalist for 15 years. I became the Mario Lopez of Central America with great ratings. I have done 2 movies there with lead roles. One of those movies will be released next week. It's named The Broken Mind. Working by myself 1 year here in California, I got hired in 3 commercials and 10 movies, some of them as a background, some of them with 1 line. I just landed my first short lead role in a short movie, and I have already commercial representation by Robertson and Taylor Agency. I am the bubbly, Latina, sexy, maternal, and funny girl with a great heart, and I am looking for a Benny Medina energy agent that I can work with passionately and make money. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, that was beautiful. You don't need to say the commercial agent's name. It's hard for you to get it out of your mouth. Don't say it. Just
Thank
say,
you.
I already have commercial representation. That's all you need to say.
All right.
Okay, perfect. That was really good. That you are so adorable. You are so adorable. Will you marry me so I can move to Costa Rica? And then we'll get divorced because I'm already married. But anyway.
But I am in California, Valerie. I'm in California. I moved exactly when the pandemic hits, and I couldn't work because I didn't have my papers done. And I started 1 year ago working by myself, and I am gonna keep it going, even if I don't have an agent. I'm gonna keep it going, learning until something happens.
You are adorable, and I believe you.
Thank you. It
Yes.
means me right now.
Great. Oh, great. Oh, I hope someone reaches out to you. Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Andre, you ready?
Yeah, all right. So no, I want to do my pitch tomorrow because I just got swamped with like these types of things,
Yeah.
which is some of you and some of Brenda who's on here right now. So I just want to say thank you to Brenda because she kind of steered me in the right direction last time we talked.
Okay.
But hey, she's on here now.
Okay.
So I had a question though, real quick. So then I got to get back to studying. But you mentioned to me that I would fit in the Southeast room, and I was suggesting the LA room. And I mentioned it to another friend, and she was just like, you should circle back and ask because I could do better in the Southeast room, like you were suggesting.
Yeah, I think that I do think that the Southeast room, I mean, I think you might do. Who do you have? Remind me again.
For what?
Who do you have representing you? I forgot.
I'm freelancing right now, so I would say nobody. I want a whole new team.
Okay.
Whether it's I'm starting with a manager who I can build with or an agent, because I already have credits. And I get
I think, and you are in
New York.
Yeah, I think you should be. We have 2 managers in the New York room. I think you maybe should be in the New York room.
Is there any way I could get a list so I can kind of play with it, or you don't offer the list yet?
We send a list afterwards, but I mean, I can tell you that. What can I tell them, Sarah?
We have a good agent. We can't say names right now. We're getting companies are very strict about their policies at the moment.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of like legal stuff from these people, just so you know. So we're having to deal with that. So like, when you put on an event where you bring people to see, and we've done this event for 11 years, and a lot of these people have recurred with us. And some of them have been my agents in the past. I'm just saying, like, so it's not like we know these people and they're good people. Like if someone comes, do we get the best of the best of the best that we get a lot of really good, but like a lot of the people won't do these things, the ones like, or they just work differently. Like we don't even ask Courtney Pelton at Aqua in LA because that's not the way she runs her office. Like I know how she runs her office. She has like 10 of my fucking clients and she's an amazing agent. Right. But she probably doesn't even know me from Adam or what I do. Right. That's okay. It doesn't matter. An agent is a very, 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 very small part of your business. Right. And in the scheme of things, you don't think about it. You don't think about it every day. Right. You guys think about it every day. But actors that are working don't think about it every day. At all. You just don't think about that. I don't think about people that clean my house or people that mow my lawn or people that work for me, that do things for me that are necessary for my survival of whatever, and that I deem that I'm going to spend my money on. I don't talk about them every day. Right? These are people that work for you and do a service for you. They advocate for you. They advocate for you. Right? That's what we've learned in these 2 weeks. And I want to say something. I've learned that too. Because for a long time, I used to say agents sell for you, and you can still see it comes out of my mouth because I said it for so long. But now I realize that they don't fucking sell for us. Like, hello, I'm like, oh my God. Like my process in building this company and my discovery of a new perspective that I was like, why have we not been doing it this way? And then I realized, we're super gaslit. We just super are gaslit. We're just sold a bunch of bullshit, right? It comes in a pretty bag and it's like, this is the way it is, actors. And we believe it because we want so much to do our art. So I want you to get focused back on, I want so much to do my art. So go get the art that actually pays you money to do it. That's the difference. Like if you're going to hire someone like me, you're going to hire someone like me because you want to make money as an actor. And in order to make money, you have to spend money. When I started Actors Fast Track, I went and hired a coach for $21,000 for the year. I had to pay her $4,500. And I'm telling you this because I need you to hear this. And I didn't have $4,500. Well, I did, but I was redoing my kitchen. And that everything in your house, when you own a house, is always like $4,500. I don't even know, right? I know it's weird. But so I had that. So I didn't have $4,500. She goes, well, do you know someone that will buy from you? Well, yes. I taught at the same acting school for 13 years. People would follow me over the cliff. Like, yeah, I have a girl in Colombia. I went to her, I said, you want to work with me? I'm starting this company. And she said, yeah, she wrote me a check for $4,500. I gave it to the coach. That's how I started Actors Fast Track, you guys, because I knew that if I was going to help you change the world and change the way we do business, which I didn't even know that then, but I knew that I had something bigger I had to do. But I knew that I needed someone because I would be like this. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that 2-week challenge with Valerie, but now I'm going to go doing things the way I was doing it before because that's a groove. So, grooves, when you plant seeds in the harvest, they create grooves in the soil, and that's where the seeds go. So when the plow goes through it again, it goes into the same groove. And you create grooves in your behavior as a human. And so how you do anything is how you do everything. And you continue to take actions that are getting you the results you don't want. So guess what, y'all? You have to create a new groove, which means it takes practice, which means that if you aren't rehearsing it, and rehearse comes from to earth. It's from Latin to come and plow the earth, rehearse. So when you rehearse the way you do it in your head. Now, rehearsal also, you have to be able to let go as an actor. Like some of you guys are over rehearsed in your pitches that I'm seeing. All right. So listen, Andre, you're going to see it tomorrow. You're going to see the thing tomorrow. I mean, I think I'm going to see the pitch tomorrow. I mean, I think that you should just be in the New York room because you don't have anyone you're signed with. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you've never had a relationship with someone that is like, we're in a relationship now. I'm going to work for you and we're going to do this. You haven't had that with an agent.
Not in my opinion, no.
Okay, then he should be in the New York room. Sarah, can we make sure he's in the New York room? Because listen, I just think that Andre, those are really good. There's 2 very strong women that are going to be in there that I think are really right for you and will eat you up. And if they don't, then they just already have enough of you. But like, here's the thing I want. You guys are often taught to look at agencies. And if they have me, oh, I don't want to go there. No, you want to go there because if they have you, it means, and you are working, it means that they know what to do with you. And they have the relationships. So don't feel like you can't go to, I mean, there's a lot of agencies looking for good looking Black males right now. So, hey, like you've got what they're looking for.
Well, Val, the other thing I want to remind everyone on here is, yes, you might be put in one room, right? You can't do more than one. We don't have the time for that. But you're being sent all of the contact info for the other people. So if you're in New York, but you know you also are right for the Atlanta market, you can send a video pitch to the Atlanta market. That's the reason Valerie's teaching you how to do this. That's one thing that sets us apart from any other showcase you're going to do. We're teaching you how to get those meetings with the people. You might get a meeting because you pitch them in person in the room, but you might get it because you send a video pitch.
Yeah, and so like, I think, the reason I was thinking is because there's this one agency, but you should send to the agencies in the Southeast.
Okay.
I mean, right now you're in New York. So if you haven't really played in the market that you're in, try to play there, y'all. It's a lot easier than going to play in a different market that you're not in. Now, there's some of you that hire me, like Jamie Reznor hired me. She's done a shit ton of dramatic co-stars, but she wants to do comedy. So we're going to start talking about LA. We start talking about LA, right? Because she wants to do sitcoms now. So she's going to reach out to those people. And like Erica, who's on here. Erica, are you here? Bowman. Anyway, Erica has been here a lot. Like she books stuff on both coasts all the time, you guys. So don't let them tell you that you have to be local hire. Remember, you are what you say you are. Okay. But I do think you should play in your own backyard since you're here.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think these two women that I'm thinking of are good women for you to get in front of.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Awesome, Andre.
you.
Isa, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. I worked on my
Dobre,
pitch.
pani, jak się masz?
Oh, bardzo dobrze, dziękuję.
Dobrze.
Yeah, oh my. I love Poland. I miss it. I want to go back. And what's crazy is that they're actually filming The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the Hunger Games prequel, like in Poland and Germany. At the same
Okay,
time.
and guess who? Listen, just tell them, because you don't know how many girls at Actors Fast Track tried to get an audition. And what did you get an audition for?
I got an audition for a strong supporting role in the prequel to the Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
All of my girls that are listening to this right now that work so hard to get an audition are going, hi, you got an audition. So Isa, that is amazing. So Isa, you have a big meeting today, right?
Yes, I do. I'm meeting Sam Yabrau from A3 Artists, and I'm really excited. I did send him like a little, like, hello, like I'm Isa Winek, like a little introduction video yesterday, like a little, like a pitch video, but like an email. And he opened it, which was interesting. And he's just gonna see me today. So I made sure all my profiles are like perfect. Like I have a very clear brand, very solid idea. And I was considering even to maybe perform my pitch a little bit.
Okay, yeah, let's see it.
All right. So, hello, my name is Isa Winek. I'm based in New York. I currently have representation in the United Kingdom, but I'm looking for new representation in New York City. Now, I just recently got an audition this May from I'm so sorry, from Deborah's. Yeah, I'm kind of rehearsing it, so I'm gonna do it again because I usually go over like a little script. So, hello, my name is Isa Winek, and I'm based in New York City. I have representation in the UK with a dual citizenship in Poland, and I'm looking for new representation in New York City and the tri-state area. So in my most recent news in May, I pitched and I got an audition from Deborah Zane for a strong supporting role in the prequel to the Hunger Games film series. And I was just cast by casting director Damien Bao in an upcoming feature film thriller independent production. So who am I? I'm Isa Winek, aka Isa Warrior Girl, because I'm basically the Alice in Wonderland who was raised by ninjas and Vikings. Though I look rather young and innocent for my age, my deeper, mysterious eyes hold a big secret. I'm actually 20 years old with years of experience as a Taekwondo and Wushu martial artist, and I'm actually a sword fighter certified under the British Academy of Dramatic Combat. I could fight with a tomahawk, a knife, a bow staff, pretty much any sword, and a revolver pistol at moment's notice. I have a fight reel to show some of my work, but I could do it right now if need be. My acting training includes working with the Barrow Group, MN Acting Studio, select courses from Montclair State University, and over 6 months in the top drama school in England's Northeast called the Actors Forge in the UK, which I actually connected the Actors Connection from New York City to. So now they're working together because I introduced them. So officially, I want to say I'm the most innocent looking badass you might meet that is beyond her years, and I will love to work with you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, you could cut it in half.
Definitely.
Okay, so cut it in half. It's too much. Then I'm like, no, it's too much. So cut it in half. You had me halfway through it and then you lost me, right? And so it's not about what you said. It's just about the length and the ongoing thing of it. So just keep it short. I mean, you don't need to tell me every knife and everything. Like, I think it's great, but you have so much else happening for you that you got to hold the light on the things that are really matter to them, which means you've already been invited in the room of Deborah Zane. Okay, so Deborah Zane, if you don't know who that is, that's Steven Spielberg's dramatic casting director. And she's cast a shit ton of things. Look at her resume, it's bigger than God's. And she is a God movie casting director, Deborah Zane. And so she got to audition for her, right? And me too. And called back by her. So she was a fan of mine. Yeah, I love her. And so it's exciting. And so that's what they want to hear. I mean, Kat Arcos, like these people know who Deborah Zane is, right? If anyone that's in my room that's an agent, they better fucking know who Deborah Zane is. I would just be like, why don't you know who that is? Or, so you have to, that's what's important. Right? That's important that you've gotten the room. And you don't have to say your age. I'm just going to tell you that. You can say, I am above 18.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So just cut it in half. Just cut it.
All right.
Okay. All right, you guys, I didn't realize how much I'd gone over. I'm so sorry. Keep working on your prep, and getting it ready. And it is what it is. I just want to say that, like, I want you to be the very best you can be and in that moment. And then that's it. And, the thing is, like, I want you to play. I have, a couple of you are like, absolutely know that you're not ready for an agent, right? Which is fine. That's great. That's awesome. So what you're going to use Sunday for is you're going to use Sunday to play, to practice, to try this idea out of who you be, right? Like, remember when you're acting, even if you forget your line, what do? You keep in the role. You don't step out of it. Right. So here's the thing. I was coaching someone yesterday and I was like, you guys, the word sorry needs to be cut from your vocabulary. And when you mess up, stop and keep going. You don't need to, start again or any, you can do it for me because this is like a class situation. I want you to do that. So don't get me wrong. Like, it was fine that you started again and whoever did that, but I want you to also learn how to keep going because sometimes out of the mistakes comes the magic. All right. Most of the time, that's when it happens. All right. So I have a shit ton of meetings. So I love you guys. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Slay those meetings.